Have you ever wondered about the mysterious civilization that existed before the world government in One Piece? This forgotten kingdom is said to have been far more advanced than any nation today, yet history erased its name, leaving only fragments in the poneglyphs. Why was it destroyed, and why does the world government fear its memory? Today, we uncover the truth behind the lost civilization that once shaped the entire world.
The Void Century holds the key to understanding the lost civilization. For 100 years, history was erased, leaving only silence where once a great kingdom thrived. The world government banned research into this period, fearing what would be discovered. What secrets were so dangerous that they had to be hidden forever? The lost civilization wasn't just powerful, it was a direct threat to the rulers who came after.
The ancient kingdom was not only vast, but united many peoples under its banner. It had allies, knowledge, and advanced technology far beyond imagination. But its enemies were many, the 20 nations that would later form the world government. Together, they erased this kingdom from history. Yet the will of that civilization did not vanish. It lingers in the poneglyphs, carved into stone so it could never be forgotten.
The ancient civilization that built this place may be long gone, but their story is not over. These are the poneglyphs, and the poneglyphs are the voice of the lost civilization. These indestructible stones carry messages across the seas, defying time and suppression. They were the kingdom's way of preserving truth for future generations. By hiding history in unbreakable stone, they ensured that no matter how powerful the world government became, their story would survive. That courage alone proves the greatness of this forgotten people! And their story is one worth telling. I will not rest until I have found all of the hidden poneglyphs and brought their message to the world. Because it is only by remembering who we are and where we come from that we can hope to build a better future. This is the first episode of our new series. Stay tuned for more updates. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding the lost civilization is its advanced technology. From the Pluton battleship to the Poseidon weapon, its creations were unmatched. Even Vegapunk, the greatest scientist of today, admits that their knowledge surpassed his own. Imagine a world where ships could cross any sea and weapons could command the oceans. That was the power this kingdom once held, and the reason it was feared. The lost civilization is also tied to Joy Boy, the hero of the Void Century. He was either part of this kingdom or deeply connected to it. His promises, his regrets, and his legacy are all linked to its downfall. This shows the kingdom was not just about power, but about dreams of freedom, equality, and peace across The fact that Joy Boy's name still lives proves their vision has never truly died. Why did the 20 nations unite against the lost civilization? Because its ideals threatened their rule. It sought freedom, while they sought control. It embraced unity, while they thrived on division. The clash wasn't just about weapons, it was about philosophy. The kingdom represented liberation, and for the rulers, that was too dangerous to allow. So, they erased it completely, rewriting history to hide their crime. The ancient weapons Pluton, Poseidon, and Euronisar, relics of this lost kingdom. These weapons were said to have the power to destroy the world, but perhaps they were not meant for destruction. Maybe they were designed to unite the seas, to protect freedom, or to resist tyranny. The world government calls them dangerous, but what if they are simply tools of liberation misunderstood by those in power? When Roger reached Laugh Tale, he learned the true history of the lost civilization. He discovered its dreams, its struggles, and its fall. But Roger realized the world wasn't ready to hear the truth yet. That's why he left the treasure untouched, waiting for the right person to carry the will of that civilization. The Pirate King S journey proves the Lost Kingdom S story is the foundation of One Piece itself. The world government's greatest fear is not pirates, not revolutionaries, but the truth of the Void Century. If people learn what the lost civilization stood for, the government's authority would crumble. That is why scholars are executed, why Oheda was destroyed, and why the poneglyphs are outlawed. The government fears knowledge more than anything, because knowledge is freedom. And freedom is what the lost civilization represents. The will of D is another thread connecting to the lost civilization. Those who carry this initial are natural enemies of the gods, the celestial dragons who rule today. Perhaps the DR descendants are allies of that lost kingdom, carrying its spirit through blood and will. They rise in every era, challenging oppression and keeping the fire of freedom alive. The will of D may be the last gift of the Forgotten Kingdom. Some theorize the lost civilization was called the Great Kingdom. Though its name is erased, its influence is everywhere. Its symbols, ideas, and creations spread across the seas. Even the revolutionary ideals we see today could be echoes of its vision. It may no longer stand on the map, but it stands in the hearts of those who fight for a better world. That is why the Great Kingdom is never truly gone. The destruction of Ohara revealed just how far the world government will go to hide the lost civilization. Scholars who simply researched history were wiped out in a buster call. This shows that truth itself is considered a weapon. The courage of Clover, Robin's mother, and the scholars of Ohara proves that the will of the Lost Kingdom still inspires people, even in modern times, no matter the danger. The Lost Civilization's dream may have been to create a world without barriers, where seas were united and races lived in harmony. Fishman Island, Zoo, and even the ancient prophecy of the dawn of the world all tie back to this vision. It wasn't just a kingdom, it was a movement for equality. And that is exactly why it had to be silenced by those who ruled through fear and hierarchy. Laugh Tale, the final island, is where the truth of the lost civilization lies hidden. The treasure known as the One Piece is said to be tied to this history. When it is revealed, the world will finally understand the legacy of the Forgotten Kingdom. That moment will mark the beginning of a new era one where the lies of the past collapse and the will of the Lost Kingdom shines once again. The Sea Kings themselves spoke of the prophecy of the one who will inherit the will of the lost civilization. Their words connect Joy Boy, Poseidon, and the kingdom's legacy. It shows that this history is not just humanite, involves the entire world, from the oceans to the skies. The kingdom was truly universal, aiming to unite not just nations, but every living being under the banner of freedom. The celestial dragons, rulers of today, are living reminders of the war that destroyed the lost civilization. Their arrogance, cruelty, and sense of superiority are the opposite of what the kingdom stood for. This contrast highlights the stakes of the final battle, when Luffy and his allies rise against them. It will not just be a pirate-esque fight, it will be the continuation of a war that began centuries ago. Vegapunk's research confirmed that the lost civilization was technologically superior. He admitted that even his genius could not surpass their creations. This proves that the kingdom wasn't destroyed because it was weak, it was destroyed because it was too strong. The balance of power was tilted, and the 20 nations chose fear over unity. They defeated the kingdom, but they could not defeat its ideas. In One Piece, inherited will is everything. The lost civilization may have been erased physically, but its spirit continues through people like Roger, Odin, Luffy, and Robin. Each of them carries a piece of its legacy, even if they don't realize it. This shows that the kingdom never truly died. It lives in the hearts of those who chase freedom and truth. That is why the story of the lost civilization is eternal. The lost civilization that preceded the world government is the greatest mystery in One Piece. Its fall created the world we see today, but its dream points to the world that will come tomorrow. One day, its truth will be revealed, and the lies that built the current order will crumble. When that moment comes, the dawn of a new world will rise, and the Forgotten Kingdom will finally be remembered as the true heart of history. To be continued, why the Poneglyphs hold the truth about One Piece history.